Hi everyone, welcome to our channel Math Time with Dhanaprasad. So in previous video we discussed about basic concepts, shortcuts, important points of probability. In this today's video I would like to discuss about AP and TS Polyset 2019 and 18 world question and answers very clearly. So you can easily understand the formulas and the problems, because in the entire syllabus out of 14 chapters, this 13th chapter probability is very easy to answer. These questions are very easy to answer in Polyset, because once you understand the basics, you can easily answer all the questions in Polyset. So therefore, if you like this lecture, share it with our friends and subscribe our channel. Thank you. Question number 1. If one card is drawn from a pack of cards, there are 52 cards in a deck of cards. So here one card has been drawn from a pack of cards. Then the probability of getting a king is. So here we know that there are 52 cards in playing cards. And how many kings are there? 4 kings. Diamond king, spade king, club king, heart king. So 4 by 52, nothing but 1 by 13 is the probability of getting a king. So here option 2 is the right answer. So probability of getting a king is equal to the events favorable to king is 4 and the total number of cards is 52. Thereby 4 by 52, nothing but 1 by 13 is right answer. Question number 2. From the definition of probability P of E, means probability of the event E, P of E, identify the correct statement. So let us see the options. Option 1, probability of E equal to -1, and probability equal to negative, which is always wrong. Second one, probability of the event E, P of E, lies between 0 and 1. So therefore this is right answer. The option 3 is probability of E is greater than or equal to 1. In previous video we discussed the probability properties. Probability should lies between 0 and 1. Probability should not be negative and probability should not be greater than. So here probability equal to 1 is true, but greater than or equal to 1, the statement is what? Wrong. None is also wrong. So therefore probability always lies between 0 and 1. So therefore from the definition of probability P of E, identify the correct statement means probability is always lies between 0 and 1. Option 2 is right answer. Question number 3. The probability of getting 53 Fridays. The probability of getting 53 Fridays in a leap year is option 1, 2 by 7, option 2, 1 by 7, option 3, 3 by 7, option 4, none. So we already discussed the sample space of leap year in previous video. The answer is 2 by 7, option 1 is right answer. How? See here. So a leap year contains 366 days. Leap year is equal to 366 days. These can be written as 52 weeks plus 2 days. 52 weeks is 364 days. Therefore remaining 2 days is this. These 2 days can be Monday, Tuesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Thursday, Friday, Friday, Saturday, Saturday, Sunday, and Sunday, Monday. Here you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 chances for these 2 days. So what I want is 53 Fridays. So here a leap year is equal to 366 days, which is 52 weeks plus 2 days. 52 weeks means here you have 52 Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays and Sundays. So up to here we already have 52 Fridays. I want 53 Friday. So I want one more Friday. So where Fridays are available here? See here, Thursday and Friday and Friday and Saturday. Up to here 52 Fridays are there. If I get this one 53 Fridays, if I can get this or this. Therefore two events, two cases are favorable to get a Friday. So therefore I will get 53 Fridays. So therefore probability of getting 53 Fridays, required probability is equal to, here I have 7 chances out of 7 to get Friday. I have 2 chances, therefore 2 by 7, nothing but option 1 is the right answer. This is very important question. Whenever leap year questions or leap year problems are asked, you have to remember this one. We already discussed it in previous video. Question number 4. A bag contains 12 pencils, 3 sharpeners and 7 pens. Then the probability of drawing a pencil from the bag is. So here the bag contains 12 pencils and 3 sharpeners and 7 pens. So total number of items in the bag, total number of items in the bag is 12 plus 3, 15, 15 plus 7, 22. What I want, when we draw an item from the bag, the probability that it should be what? Pencil. So probability of getting a pencil, is, how many cases are favorable to get a pencil? So there are 12 pencils in the bag, therefore 12 by total number of items in the bag, 22. 2 goes 6 times, 2 goes 11 times, 6 by 11. So option 4 is right answer. So therefore whenever pencils or marbles problems or balls problems are asked, you have to see first what are the items given, what is the total number of items. So here the bag contains 12 pencils, 3 sharpeners, 7 pens. Total number of items in the bag, is equal to 12 plus 3 plus 7, which is what? 22. What I want? Probability of getting a pencil. So probability of getting a pencil is equal to total number of items should be written at denominator, and how many cases, how many items are favorable to get a pencil? There are 12 pencils. From those 12 pencils only we should get what? 1 pencil. Therefore 12 by 22, which is 6 by 11, option 4 right answer. Question number 5. A die is thrown twice, then the number of sample events. So here a die is thrown twice means, or we can take it as 2 dice are thrown once. So 1 die can be thrown twice or 2 dice can be thrown once. Then the sample events. So here a die has 6 faces, 6 power. How many times it is thrown? Twice. 6 square. 36 sample outputs are there, outcomes. Therefore option 4 is right answer. So we already discussed the sample space in previous video. Therefore whenever n dice are thrown, 6 power n sample events are there in the sample events. Therefore when a die is thrown twice, then the number of sample events is 6 square, 36. Question number 6. A circular area is marked on a rectangular path as a target. This is a rectangular path on which a circular area is what? Marked. A player is declared winner if a ball thrown lands in the circular area. When the player is declared as a winner if the ball thrown by the player hits this circular area. Then what is the winning probability of the participant if the dimensions of a rectangle are 3 meters and 2 meters, while the radius of the circle is 0.5 centimeters. So here according to the question it is given that a rectangular path is given with the dimensions 3 meters and 2 meters. Here it is 2 meters, here it is 3 meters, here it is what? 2 meters. And the circle of radius is 0.5 centimeters. Circle radius is 0.5 centimeters. Participant throws a ball, it should land on the circular area, for which we have to find the probability. We have 4 options, 1, 2, 3, 4. So therefore required probability equal to area of a circle by total area, nothing but area of a rectangle. What is area of the circle formula? Pi r square. pi r square by what is the area of a rectangle? Length into breadth. Length into breadth. What is pi? 22 by 7. What is our radius of the circle? 0.5. Nothing but 1 by 2. 1 by 2 whole square divided by length into breadth, area of a rectangle, 3 into 2, 6, which is equal to, so therefore 22 by 7 into 1 by 2 whole square, which is what? 1 by 4 by 3 into 2, 6. In this 4, 2 goes 2 times, 2 goes 11 times. Alright, so therefore here at numerator we have 11 by 7 into 2, 14, 14 into 6, 84. So therefore 11 by 84, option 1 is right answer. So therefore I think you clearly understood this answer. So here we have the player has to hit this circular area which is small, which is our favorable case. So therefore required probability is area of a circle by total area. The ball can hit here, 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 anywhere can hit the ball when the participant throws on it. So but for winning the game, the ball has to hit this circular area. Therefore required probability is area of a circle by total area of a rectangle. Question number 7. From a well shuffled pack of cards, means from a well shuffled playing cards, one card has been drawn. Find the probability of drawing a red colored ace. The card should be red colored and at the same time it should be ace. So therefore here we have 4 options. So required probability is, required probability means probability of drawing a red colored ace is equal to, how many red colored aces are there? One is diamond color, diamond is red, and also heart is also red. There are 2 red colored aces. Therefore 2 by total number of cards 52. 2 goes 26 times. 1 by 26. Option 3 is right answer. So therefore when we draw a card, we can draw any one of the 52 cards. Therefore at denominator we should write 52 cards means 52 chances. So the favorable cards are, one is diamond ace, second one is heart ace. There are only 2 aces, red colored aces available in the pack of cards. Therefore 2 by 52, 1 by 26 is right answer. Question number 8. A box contains 42 blue pens and 22 black pens. A box contains 42 blue and 22 black pens. A student wants to buy a blue pen. He picks up a pen at random and found it to be black. He wants to buy a blue pen. Randomly, without looking into the box, he picked one pen at random, found it to be black. He disappointed, right? Now holding the pen in his hand, again he picks up another one at random without looking into the box. Again, without looking into the box, he picked up a pen at random. Now our task is, what is the probability that the pen is blue? I think you understood the question. A box contains 42 blue and 22 black pens. A student wants to buy a blue pen. He picks up a pen at random and found it to be black. Now holding the pen in his hand, again he tried to pick another pen at random without looking into the box. What is the probability that the pen is blue? We have 4 options. So the box contains the total number of pens is 42 plus 22. Total there are 64 pens in the box. Now he picked up one pen that found it to be black. Therefore one black pen should be removed. Now when one black pen is removed, it becomes what? 63. Alright. So 42 blue pens are still there in the box, but total number of pens is what? 63, because one black pen is with him, is in his hand. Therefore now probability of getting a blue pen is equal to, how many cases are favorable to get a blue pen? 42 blue pens are there. 42 by total number of pens now means total number of pens after having one black pen in his hand. 63. 21 goes 2 times, 21 goes 3 times, 2 by 3. Option 2 is right answer. So right. So here probability of getting a blue pen is equal to total number of blue pens by total number of pens after picking up one black pen out. Question number 9. Which of the following doesn't represent probability of an event? So which of the following option is not correct in view of probability? Option 1 0, option 2 1, option 3 1.0001, option 4 0.9999. So we know that probability always lies between 0 and 1. So probability can be 0, probability can be 1, probability value less than 1. All are right answers except third option. So option 3 is 1.001. This is what? Wrong answer, because probability never be negative and probability never be greater than 1. Probability value always lies between 0 and what? 1. We discussed these points very clearly in previous video. Question number 10. A ball is drawn from a bag containing 3 red balls, 4 blue balls, 3 green balls. A bag contains 3 red balls, 4 blue balls, 3 green balls, total 10 balls. Now, what is the probability that a ball drawn at random is not blue? It should be either red or what? Green. The ball should not be what? Blue. So here we have 4 options. Now here the bag contains how many balls? 3 red balls plus 4 blue balls plus 3 green balls, total 10 balls. So what is the probability that the drawn ball is not blue? Not blue means we should not draw a ball from these 4 balls. So we have to draw, the ball should be either red or what? Green. We have 6 chances. Therefore required probability is equal to, I don't want blue ball, therefore 3 plus 3 6 by total number of balls 10, which is 3 by 5. Option 2 is right answer. So here as the bag contains 3 red balls, 4 blue balls, 3 green balls, total 10 balls. When we draw a ball, it can be any color, we can get the ball, but I don't want blue ball. So therefore I am neglecting these 4. Therefore I have more 6 chances and 6 balls. I have to get a ball from those 6 balls. Therefore 6 by 10, 3 by 5, right answer. Question number 11. If a die is thrown, means a single die is thrown, what is the probability that the number appeared on the die is a multiple of 3? So here one die is thrown, we have to find the probability that the number appeared on the die is a multiple of 3. Answers 1 by 6, 2 by 5, 1 by 2, 1 by 3. So we already discussed about the sample space when a single die is thrown in previous video. So whenever a single die is thrown, the sample space contains 6 outcomes. Those are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are total number of outcomes in a sample space. Now I want multiples of 3. How many numbers are multiples of 3 here? 3 and 6 are multiples of 3 in the numbers from 1 to 6. Therefore required probability is what? Probability of getting a number which is a multiple of 3. How many cases are favorable? Number of favorable cases by total number of cases. Number of favorable cases 1, 2. We have only 2 chances. There is 2 numbers which are multiples of 3 by total number of outcomes. We have 6 outcomes. 2 goes 3 times, 1 by 3. So here option 4, 1 by 3 is the right answer. So when a die is thrown, the total number of outcomes is 6 and the multiples of 3 are 3 and 6. We have only 2 cases favorable, 2 by 6, 1 by 3. Now question number 12. If 20 defective bulbs are mixed with X number of good bulbs in a box there are good bulbs and defective bulbs. 20 defective bulbs and X number of good bulbs are mixed in a bag. So 20 defective bulbs and X number of good bulbs are mixed in a box. If the probability of drawing a defective bulb is 1 by 4, probability of drawing a defective bulb is 1 by 4. The question is asking, then the number of good bulbs in the box X is equal to how much? Solution 60, 80, 100, 120. So here the box contains total number of bulbs. Total number of bulbs is equal to 20 defective bulbs plus X good bulbs. These are total number of bulbs. So here the probability of drawing a defective bulb is 1 by 4. Probability of drawing a defective bulb is equal to 1 by 4. According to the probability formula, what is the probability of drawing a defective bulb? Here total number of bulbs is what? 20 plus X. In a box we have 20 defective and X good bulbs. Total 20 plus X bulbs are there in the box. So here what is the probability of drawing a defective bulb? For drawing a defective bulb, here 20 defective bulbs are there. So therefore 20 by 20 plus X. So probability of drawing a defective bulb is 20 by 20 defective bulbs by total number of bulbs in the box. X good bulbs, 20 defective bulbs, total 20 plus X. So which is equal to, which is given that it is 1 by 4. Now by cross multiplication, 20 plus X into 1, 20 plus X is equal to 4 into 20, 80. When 20 goes there, it becomes what? 80 minus 20, X is equal to 60. Option 1 is right answer. Question number 13. The probability of an impossible event is. So we already discussed all these basics in previous video, right? So the probability of an impossible event is what? 0. Option 4 is right answer. So probability should not be greater than 1. So option 1, option 2 are wrong. 1 is probability of certain event. 1 is for probability of certain event, not for impossible event. Therefore, first 3 options are wrong. 4th option is right answer. What is impossible event? I would like to give you one example now. For example, A and B are participating in a game. A and B are participating in a game. Either A can win or B can win, or that they can be tie up. But what about probability of C winning the game? A and B are participated in the game. C is not participated in the game. But now what is the probability of C? So here how many cases are favorable to C? There is no C in the sample. So 0 by total number of cases to 0 by anything is what? 0. So the probability of C winning the game is what? 0. Impossible event. Question number 14. A box contains 7 red and 8 white marbles. A box contains 7 red plus 8 white marbles. Total 15 marbles are there in the box. What is the probability of not getting a red marble? Not getting a red marble when one marble is picked up at random. So without looking into the box, whenever we draw a marble, what is the probability that the marble is not a red marble? Not red means it should be what? It should be white marble. So probability of not getting a red marble, probability of not getting a red marble is equal to, so we are not getting red marble means we should get what? White marble. Therefore 8 by total number of marbles 15. 8 by 15, option 3 is what? Right answer. So for this type of questions we have to write first total number of marbles in the box and which marble we want. For which color marble we have to find the probability. Probability of not getting a red marble is equal to, not getting red means what we should get? We should get white marble. Therefore 8 by 8 cases are favorable to get a white marble. Therefore 8 by 15, option 3 right answer. So last question, question number 15. One card is drawn from a well shuffled pack of cards. The pack of cards is well shuffled, right? What is the probability of getting an ace? From 52 cards, one card has been drawn. We have to find the probability that it should be what? An ace. So here we know that there are 52 cards in a pack of cards. Total number of chances 52. How many aces are there? Total number of aces is what? 4. So probability of getting an ace is equal to 4 by 52, nothing but 1 by 13. Option 1 is right answer. So one card is drawn. The card can be any one of those 52 cards. But we are finding probability of getting an ace. So how many aces are there? 4. Therefore 4 by 52, nothing but what? 1 by 13 is the right answer.